He hasn't lost. Definitely in his weight class. And when dealing with all the boxers of all time, as far as Muhammad, Mike and the rest of them, I gotta say he at the top of the charts. He at the top of his game. He's one of the people that I feel like talks, backs it up. And although he has some of the most haters I've ever seen in my life, man, he seems to pull through it. He's a relentless guy. I mean, dealing with everything that he has going on outside of the ring, I mean, he still comes to work. He sacrifices, which I love, to entertain people. So I'm gonna have to say he's at the top of his game. He is definitely at the top.
Skip, I mess with you about this all the time, but I know you know your boxing. I know you've covered fights since I was a kid. I get where you're coming from, in all seriousness. But I'm going to be serious when I say this. When I look at Floyd Mayweather, to me, you have to categorize it differently.
That's what
I think as a boxer, he's a magician. He's brilliant, close to untouchable. One of the best ever, without question. I look at guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and others, great fighters, combination fighters, boxers, because Sugar Ray was a killer. I actually sat up this morning right before I got here and was watching an old tape of Sugar Ray knocking out Floyd Mayweather Sr. Technical knockout, end of the 10th round. And I saw some of the gifts that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has, and he clearly got some of it from his father.
Yep.
And Sugar Ray was just menacing, the body shots, I mean, just a killer instinct, viciousness. Floyd Mayweather doesn't have that. He plays it safe, but he's a magician. Defensively, he's just as brilliant as they come. And what I love about him, Skip, is that as a pure boxer, he's one of those guys that reminds you that boxing is an art. The objective is not to stand there like an Andre Ward and Arturo Gatti, God rest his soul, or people like that, and trade punches or whatever. The objective is supposed to hit without getting hit as much as you could possibly get away with it. And I don't know anybody that does that better in the game than Floyd Mayweather. And then when you point to what Chainz alluded to, in terms of this dude being a businessman, we talked about P. Diddy, we alluded to Jay-Z in the past. I cannot emphasize this enough. There is no Players or Boxers Association. There is nothing that protects the fighters from the business. You don't have an organized body to protect their interests. They are literally on their own. We are talking about a sport that was dominated by Don King and Bob Arum, and then Golden Boy Promotions got into the mix, whatever. And somehow through all of that, Floyd Mayweather Jr. gets into the ring and is not just a boxer, but his own promoter. And this dude literally walks away with a minimum of $40 million a fight. The last fight, Skip, I'm told he pocketed anywhere from 85 to 88 million for fighting Canelo Alvarez.
Only in America.
I'm just saying my last point. I'm just saying, at some point in time, rather than people hating on this boy, you have got to appreciate the brilliance of his business acumen, the fact that he's protected himself, and he literally has taught and inspired young fighters not only to be great at what they're doing, but to venture beyond what they're doing, to really protect and insulate themselves in a way that's good for everybody. It's brilliance, man, at its highest level.
Okay, I hear everything you just said. I give you magician. I give you shrewdest operator in the history of boxing, in and out of the ring, shrewdest ever. I know I assume he's a friend of yours, right?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm not a hater, I'm just trying to be objective here, because he's such a shrewd operator that he carefully picked his opponents. And I look back at that resume and I still say, he beat whom? He beat, what? I mean, seriously, I look at it and I say, where's the Ali-like resume? Where's the Frazier? Where's the Foreman? Where's the Norton? I just can't find them. I don't see that guy where I say, now that was a fight. That was dangerous for Floyd, and he took that man out. Okay?
I'm going to piggyback. Skip Bayless, and this is what drives me crazy about you. There are some people, and we allude to Peyton Manning being this way, where you are so great that you minimize the competition. You minimize the hype. You may not remember this name, There was an individual by the name of Diego Corrales. God rest his soul. Died in a motorcycle accident. Skip Bayless, he was undefeated.
This is early.
He was a knockout artist.
Okay.
He was undefeated. Floyd Mayweather got in the ring and beat this boy so bad, he cried. He was literally in the ring crying. Because guess why? Guess why, Skip? Not only did Floyd Mayweather knock him down 5 times, he couldn't hit him. He couldn't. He literally couldn't. I'm just saying, it's one thing when you are great because you got knockout power and you stalk like Sugar Ray. You could bolt, you could dent his eye, you could detach his retina like Tommy Hearns did, and Sugar Ray come at you the way he came at Tommy Hearns, or he makes Roberto Duran quit, or he beats Rafael Benitez, or he does this, that, and that. And Rafael Benitez, by the way, was his brother-in-law, for crying out loud. Or in Ruta Diaz, so he still beat him up. Okay, maybe he didn't want him with his sister. The point that I'm trying to make to you is, the dude, Floyd Mayweather, is so gifted that the marquee fights, Canelo Alvarez, perfect example. Skip is a knockout artist. He was beautiful. And he walked into the ring and went like this. I can't catch him.